Hi folks, Todd here. Gonna see if I can make another decent mule deer hunting video. It's Tuesday, October 9th, which means it's the day before Idaho general deer season, and I'm headed to the trailhead. So, got the motorcycle in the back, I've got my pack loaded. I am going to ride in about 6 to 7 miles, and then I'm gonna stash the bike and backpack in from there. Set up a quick camp, get up, and it's go time first thing in the morning. So busy afternoon, busy night. Hope you follow along and enjoy this. If you do, smash the like button. Just kidding, I can't stand when people say that, sorry. See what happens. General deer. Okay. Oh, man. This bike is kind of sketchy. This trail is narrow, cliffy. Doing a lot of riding with my feet dangling off the sides to avoid smashing my feet on rocks. But I'm making way better time than walking. However, right now, I've got it stuck in these rocks, so I set my pack up ahead, and I need to try and get this thing out of here. Well, now I've got a real problem. I'm wedged in these rocks in the trail with the chain off the sprocket. Okay, I have now fixed the chain issue after wrestling with this thing over that. Got another half mile up the trail, and I have bent the gear shifter to where it's a total pain in the ass to shift. I got a section of boulders up ahead of me here that just looks like more catastrophe if I try going through it, so I'm just gonna leave it here and start hiking. Got a couple of these stream crossings, so that just means I'm gonna have wet pants and feet for the rest of tonight and into tomorrow. But hey, do what it takes, right? All right. Got my tarp tent set up. 9 o'clock at night. I'm just having a croissant to eat. Not real hungry. Got a mile, and it's a mile-long climb to where I want to beat a glass tomorrow morning at daylight, so I'm gonna get up at 4, make some coffee, pack up camp, refill my water, hit the trail. If I can hit the trail at 4:30 or 5, gives me 2 hours to get up to where I want to be. So that's that. Opening morning is tomorrow. Night night, folks. Man, I've been sitting here glassing for a couple hours. Now that the lighting's different, you can see kind of what I'm looking at. Good looking country. All I've seen are less than a handful of does, elk, and one big bear. This is pretty much the recipe. I'm in here and I'm just gonna stare through my binoculars all day long. Maybe have a nap. Definitely have some food. Okay, bye. Well, just came down off that mountain, back down to the trail on the bottom here. I spent from daylight to 4 o'clock glassing, daylight to 4 p.m. glassing 3 different spots. Not much time in between. I was locked in the binos pretty much all day. And I've spent enough time hunting deer that I just wasn't feeling this area. As hard as it was to get into and as deep as it is, it doesn't always mean that there's just going to be a bunch of bucks all over the place. Heavy on elk, very little deer sign, virtually no recent deer sign. With the weather the way it was today, overcast, spitting a little bit of snow here and there, I should have seen more than 3 deer all day. So I'm gonna go back to the truck. It's gonna be late when I get back. If I get back tonight, I don't know. So I'll decide if I want to try somewhere else in the morning or head back home and save some days for later in the season. All right, back at it again. This time I'm trying a place I've never been in on Google Earth, whatever. Looks like it's got more of the vegetation I usually find bucks in October. And I brought my waders. I got to cross the river. Gonna go down there, put my waders on, cross. I think that alone is gonna make it something that most people don't want to do or think to do. So cross the river, 1.5 mile climb up the other side, start looking for bucks. Got up here a bit before daylight, let it get light, and I've never been up in here before, but it's a older burn, and I've seen 16 deer, 3 bucks out of those. Nicest one is I think he's a 4 and 3. Took a little video of him, just not quite what I'm interested in shooting, but deer still up. It's 10 o'clock now. A lot of deer still up, and I keep spotting new ones. It's just so thick. I keep going round and round and round, glassing this stuff, and each time I give it a fresh sweep, I seem to pick out some different deer, so it's encouraging. I'm gonna give it a full day in here. It's gonna lay low and keep looking. It's about 5:15, and I just spotted 3 bucks on the mountain, on the hillside across from me. One of them is a mature looking buck, so I think I might make a play on this buck and see if I can figure out where I might be able to get in range in the next hour or so, or sleep and hunt him in the morning. But happy to see a little bit better quality deer. Alright, so it's hard to see with the sun in the lens here, but those bucks are right there. I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna see if I can get a cross canyon shot right across there. It looks like it might be about 500 yards. I just gotta go over there and see. I think I'm far enough away from them. They're not gonna pick me off from here, so I'm gonna move quick. Alright. This might be a pretty good setup. I got across this hill. I ranged them about 100 yards ago and they were 790. So I think I can get to 500 or 600 from somewhere on this hillside without the trees blocking my shot. They are right on that other hill over there, about 700 yards from right here. I'm at 570 yards. A shot I'm plenty comfortable taking. One of them's a stag. A big old weird spike fork stag. I'm gonna get my rifle set up and see what I can figure out. Killed him. Hell yeah, 570. One shot. Yes. Well, he's one of the smaller mule deer I've shot, but I don't think that's going to bother me. If it was gonna bother me, I wouldn't have shot him. I'm happy to fill this general tag out here backpack hunting by myself, doing what I love. Oh, there went my spotting scope. Yes, came together nicely. The old 300 Sherman short Altera has now fired 4 shots at bucks, has killed 4 bucks. The closest one being like 460 yards. So 4 for 4 with this rifle. Man, I'm kind of shaky. I'm kind of excited. Throw my stuff on my pack and hike over there. Hopefully it's still fairly light when I get to him. Okay, here he is. Sweet. I'll take it. Yep. Entrance right there. Quartering away. It's right where I wanted it. Cool. Sweet. Thank you, Buck. Thanks for making my day and making my season and making my burger and jerky and stuff and making my feet and legs tired after tomorrow. All right. Whew. It's 9:30. I've got the meat all hanging in the tree. I've got my camp set up, and I cannot wait to have something to eat and drink, crawl in my sleeping bag, and go to sleep. So in the morning, it's supposed to be rainy, probably snowy. I'm gonna get up, bone out all the meat, take the hide off the head, make my stuff as light as possible, and slowly and carefully march out of here, all one trip. Night night.
So it definitely snowed and is snowing overnight and currently. So I'm going to clean up everything inside my tent here before I go out there and start getting wet and cold and all that stuff, so that I can bone out that meat as fast as possible, load my pack, take the tent down, and roll. Slept really good though. Oh man, did I sleep good.
It's about 10:15 in the morning now, so I'm going to knock the snow off this tent, pack it up, load my pack, start getting the hell out of here. It's a good day. There's the whole thing right there. Now all it's left to do is get it on my back and start heading down the mountain. So I've been at it for about 2 hours now. I'm about halfway out. It's just slow, slippery, tough, heavy, frustrating. But when you're doing it like this and you're by yourself or even with a buddy and you're going in to untouched or very lightly touched areas to kill bucks, you just have to be comfortable with the fact that if you get one, it's gonna be tough coming out. But you know, you got to keep a mindset that this is what I signed up for, this is what I love to do. Sure, there's parts like right now that fucking suck, but when I get back to the truck and within about 10 minutes of driving, it's gonna set in that this was an incredible experience and I wouldn't trade any aspect of it for anything. And just got to keep in mind it's these difficult parts that make these hunts memorable. So for anyone out there that's maybe never done this before, you might be watching this video thinking this is something you want to do. Train hard, be in shape, get tough, and get after it. And whatever difficult situations you end up in, you just got to know it doesn't last forever, but the memories will. So all right, enough. I gotta keep walking. All right, so here in the daylight, here's where I've been crossing the river. So I got my waders, get my pack on with my waders on. And I go right across there and across over there. And my truck was right up there, but I don't really want to show what the road looks like right there. So I'd try and video this, but it's just too dangerous without both hands on, well, one trekking pole and now one stick. I broke a trekking pole up there. So yeah, pretty much done. This is the grand finale right here.